Welcome everyone to Video Games Monthly Monday. And as always, we'll be using our highly advanced grading system to see just how good this month's box really is. Starting off our bonus item this month, we got this cute little temporary tattoo. I feel like I'm a bit too old for this, but I don't have a real tattoo, so whatever. First up, let's check out Miss PacMan on the Super Nintendo. It's Miss PacMan. For a game that's as repetitive as Pac-Man is, it's amazing that this game is somehow still fun to this day. It goes to show just how timeless classic arcade games really are. I never really understood Miss Pac-Man as a kid though. I mean, it just seemed like Pac-Man wearing a bow, which I could imagine some people today having a meltdown over. Were they just trying to attract more female players? Anyway, I gotta say my favorite feature with this game is the boost, which makes you waka faster. However, I feel like it makes the game a tad bit easier, but I typically suck at this game, so I'm not unhappy about that. The game does feature additional options such as 2-player alternating, 2-player competitive, and 2-player cooperative. You can also select the maze, starting level, and difficulty. Anyway, Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man are classic games, and since I have a soft spot for arcades, I'm gonna give it an A. Next up, we got Cyber Stadium Series Base Wars on the NES. I can't say this is what I was expecting. I gotta point out, the first player up to bat just happens to have the same last name as a mediocre YouTuber I happen to know personally. Anyway, it's baseball with robots. I gotta admit, the graphics are kinda cool for the NES. I like how the players are all futuristic, but nothing else appears to be. Overall, the game controls fine, I guess. Although even the computer seems to suck at batting as much as I do. As most of you may know, I'm not a sports fan in any way. But weirdly, I had some fun with this one. I mean, name 5 other baseball games where players can randomly get into fistfights. Yeah, I got my ass kicked, but in my defense, I was not prepared for this. The game would no doubt be more fun with a friend. I don't really see myself coming back to this game, but if I had an unusual desire to play some baseball on the NES, I'd probably pick this one. I'm gonna do something I don't typically do with sports games. I'm gonna give it a B. Last up, Bomberman 64. It's Bomberman on a 3D adventure. There's some sort of story, but I'm lazy and decided to use a pre-existing save file. However, I wasn't able to play much of this game as it kept freezing on me. This has become a frequent thing with my N64. I really hope it's not the console, but I haven't really done enough to test it out. Hopefully it's just the expansion pack, as I've had issues with those in the past. But from what little I was able to play, I kind of enjoyed it. I was never a huge fan of Bomberman. I never really had anything against the games, I just really didn't have that many friends to play with. But good news, you don't need friends to play this one. I could have definitely seen myself enjoying this game back in the day. I'm not entirely sure why, but for some reason the music just makes me happy. I don't really have too much to say. Hopefully I can figure out what's going on with my N64 so I can dive a little bit deeper into this game. But hey, if 3D adventures aren't your thing, it has some classic Bomberman as well, which is a nice bonus. Considering I was a bit bummed out I couldn't play more of this game, but I did enjoy what I played, so I'm gonna give it a B. Well, anyway, guys, that gives us a solid score of B. Was that 2 months in a row? Thanks again for watching, guys. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you again next time.